All content featured on the Taylor Show is intended for entertainment purposes only. All stories discussed herein are based on alleged events and personal opinions. Nothing shared should be taken as fact or professional advice. Any viewpoints expressed are solely those of host and do not represent any business or organizations.
Hello, and welcome back to the Taylor Show. And I'm your host. You guessed it. I am Taylor Brooke, and today I am joined by someone who not only went just below deck, but broke some maritime laws, a charter guest that turned into a Bravo debate topic, and a walking cautionary tale. We have Brandon McLaughlin here on the podcast. Woo!
What an introduction.
We got to talk about it all.
Yes.
Infamously,
Do it.
you jumped off of a yacht.
Yes.
In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
In Australia.
In Australia. Something that I admired about that scene, we'll link the scene here, but you asked permission first. And then when they said, absolutely no, that's a hard no, you looked straight at the woman and said, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Because it was hitting me to ask for forgiveness, not permission. And I was kind of regretting even asking it at that point because I knew I was already going to.
You were going to do it.
And to be honest, I thought she was going to say yes. So I had every intention, hence why my bathing suit was underneath my clothes when I asked.
Right.
So if you notice, I just stripped down and I was ready.
You were ready.
So in my head, I was like, oh, she's going to say yes. And then as she's saying, absolutely not, in my head, I'm going.
You're like, I love it.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm already going to.
I'm going to do this anyway. Yeah. And then afterwards, you said, can I have some more champagne? And I thought, that is the kind of energy we want on this goddamn show.
So shams? They're like,
so
go to bed.
They're like, no, baby, you've had enough. So, okay, walk me through it. How'd you get on Below Deck?
So a best friend of mine, she was on a few other TV shows.
Okay.
And they reached out to her to ask if she would like to go on Below Deck. And if she had anybody that she would want to bring on. So she asked me, we did a casting, a little interview, and they chose me. So yeah, I was super excited. I had watched the show before, I was a big fan. And I never thought I'd have the opportunity to get on something like that. I mean, the biggest thing was it's a yacht, it's a mega yacht.
Yeah.
You know, when they were like, oh, you're going to Australia. I'm like, I've never been to Down Under, so then we went out there and had the most amazing time.
Did you expect the fans to have so many opinions about you after your first episode? Were you like, wait, this is not what I signed up for. Were you shocked?
A little bit. It was a lot. The first season was a lot for me to take on.
Yeah.
I didn't anticipate that. I mean, and the way that Bravo edits things as well, things are not always as they are perceived.
Sure.
And I also, looking back on it, seeing yourself on camera, it's a lot at first.
Yeah.
So
totally.
you digest it and you're like, oh, all right, like that's how you come across and that's how you look, and you're drinking on a boat, right?
Right,
so you're not always like, looking at yourself and this and that. So you're like watching your frumpy self walk by and you're like, ugh, so.
You're cringing.
You're cringing.
You're cringing.
Cringed the whole time. The entire time I watched, I was just like this.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Would you get to see the episodes before they air?
No.
No.
So I get to watch it with the fans.
With the fans, with the common people.
Yeah.
With the common folk like myself. Oh my, so what made you decide to go back?
So it was asked. So they asked us to
Amazing.
come back on, and that's when I missed my flight. And if you saw this, so the second season is when I was late.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I love for you, by the way.
It totally worked out.
Yeah.
I was already bright-eyed, bushy-tailed up in the morning in DC, and I'm like, yes, let's go. And they book your flights. Okay. So I was thinking, of course, logistic-wise, Bravo, it would be DCA, where I live. And I look at my flight, of course, but I only checked it then, that it was BWI. Baltimore. So I'm like, ooh, and I figured it out that morning.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I was like, do I Uber, then I can get pulled right up front, or do I drive, because then I can, fly down the road.
Did you drive?
So I Ubered.
Oh, good.
No, I Ubered. It wasn't good.
I was good.
Because then I had Miss Daisy, right? So I get in the back seat and I was like, oh my God, that same turtle passed us again. Because you can't tell a driver to speed up because they get angry.
Yeah.
So then we're getting to the airport and I get out. I'm running to the front and I skip the line and I was like, ma'am, you gotta get in this plane. So she looks at me and she's like, you missed it. And I start crying, right? I was like, oh my God. I was like, Bravo. So I called the producers in front of everybody and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I missed my flight, this and that, what do I do? And they're like, we're gonna bring a private boat on and give you a private escort. I was like, you promise? Put my bags down.
You sure?
I'm like, you mean it? Put my bags down. I'm like, oh my God, okay, you mean it? Put them down. So So then they brought me on privately the next day. The rest of the guests go on, and I had a private boat, Prosecco, with Barbie, who she and I became inseparable, best friends, and she's still a very best friend of mine.
Good.
So we had that moment, and from there we just blossomed. So everything happens for a reason. And
Totally. Yeah, you got an upgrade from it.
100%. They're like, private escort, I was like, say less.
You're like, okay, amazing.
Say less. I'll be late every time.
Their fault for putting you at Baltimore.
It's your fault.
It's kind of their fault.
I don't live there.
No, you don't. Yeah.
I was like, bravo. Come on.
Bravo. God, Denise Richards. I love it. Okay, so after episodes aired, who was the most famous person that has slid into your DMs?
Slid into my DMs, the most famous person that slid. I mean, it was from the show.
Tell me.
I was going to say, I mean, it's Joao, which I love.
Ooh, okay.
Who, I can't say too much, but now maybe we like manifested and now we could possibly be doing something in the future together.
Ooh.
So there's that.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I love a little like beat around the bush.
Yeah.
That.
We're definitely beating around the bush on that one.
No, we totally are. In terms of Bravo celebrities, right? Who was the nicest one you've met? Who was the least nicest?
The nicest one was Lisa Vanderpump.
We love to hear that.
So I actually met Lisa Vanderpump in the men's room at Watch What Happens Live.
Naturally,
right? As one does.
Yes.
So I was there at Watch What Happens Live, and I go in the men's room, and I guess I was talking to myself, and I hear in the stall, "Oh, love, I must be in the wrong restroom." And I was like, she has a distinct voice, and I'm like, Miss Vanderpump? And she's like, "It is, love. Who is this?" I was like, "Oh my God, it's Brandon." And she just was the sweetest. We walk out of the bathroom, and then we're taking photos in front of Step and Repeat. And she goes walking by, and she goes, "Hi, Bathroom Brandon." And everyone turns, and I was like, "Oh my God, you remember me?"
You're like, "I'm Bathroom Brandon. That's me.
So literally, we took some photos together, and she was very sweet.
That's so refreshing to hear. Okay, who was not nice to you?
Not nice to me was Frasier. So we were on the same season together, and I feel like it was like the gay peacocking.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think we're trying to figure each other out.
Yeah.
And it was like the battle of the powers, right? Like he worked on the boat, so technically he was in charge, but then I was chartering the boat, so I had my own power. And I think that we just kind of butt heads. We're not good vibes there. I don't dislike him, but I could totally see, I guess probably on both ends, where we're like, all right, I remember he called me insufferable, is what his term was.
Ew.
I'm insufferable when I got on the boat. It was the moment I got off my private escort. It like clipped and he goes, "Oh, he's insufferable." I was like, "You just met me."
Yeah, that was your first
I
impression.
literally
It could have
just
been worse.
stepped foot on this mega yacht and I'm insufferable. So.
Okay, like whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So.
I think the nicest Bravo celebrity my first Bravo celebrity that I met was Brie, who is one of your close friends.
Oh my gosh,
friend of the show.
I'm obsessed with Brie. She's become a very dear friend of mine. Brie and Brandon.
I love it.
Brie and Brandon. So.
You guys are an unstoppable duo.
We are. We absolutely are. She's probably one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life.
She really is. Like the first second I met her, I was like, I feel like I've known you forever.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we've been friends
her heart
forever.
leads first.
Yes.
Her heart's in the room before
totally.
she is.
And then the meanest Bravo celebrity I've met, I'd say, I'm gonna go for Jesse Solomon. Jesse Solomon doesn't like me.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, a lot of people don't like him. So.
That's very true. I made one too many toe sucking comments on this podcast. Not a fan. He was not a fan. Not a fan. And we just never recovered from that. So Jesse, this is my public non-apology. Let's just get over it. Let's get over it.
Water under the bridge, babe.
Let's start on a new foot, if you know what I mean. I'm going to get a cease and desist after that. It'd be so
Welcome
worth
to the
it.
club, babe.
Yeah, literally. Literally. Okay, I want to know, do you think in your group of friends, because you have a lot of friends, do you think you're the problem friend?
I'm the most vocal and honest friend. And a lot of times you get painted out to be the problem friend. But my thing is, you know exactly how I feel about you. I'm honest, but I'm also the most organic and real person. And growing up, that's who I was. And a lot of people thought, I was too much. But the thing is, you never questioned where I stood with you.
Exactly.
I'd rather be very upfront and blunt. And a lot of people, they say that's exactly what they want, and it's not. Because the moment you give it to them, it's too much.
Exactly.
But I will be I'm the realest person in your friend group, I'll say that.
I think I'm the same way, to the point where we talked about it on the podcast a couple episodes ago, where I feel like sometimes my friends are scared to talk to me. Yeah. I'm like, should I be more like compassionate? Like, is this a me thing, or is it you just don't want the advice that I'm giving you? I
mean, I'm not sugarcoating it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I'm not anymore.
I'm also like that person, and you tell me if you're the same way. If one of your best girlfriends comes to you and she's like, my boyfriend, Bill, he cheated on me. Like, are you ever gonna like Bill again?
No.
I'm going to hate Bill forever.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
So once you bring something like that to me, we're done. So if you want to go back, that's on you, babe. But please just stop discussing it with me, and I'll be honest about it and say, all right, we've talked about it. The horse is dead. Bill's dead. We're
He's
gone.
done.
So if you want to keep bringing it back up, find a new friend.
Facts. I infamously told one of my friends' husbands. I said, I used to think our kids would like grow up together. I don't have kids. They don't have kids, by the way. I'm like,
Hashtag me too. Same.
I used to think that like our future kids would grow up together, but if you're their dad, that's not happening. And then I thought, that can't be repaired. That can't be repaired. No,
and that's what they say. Like
done.
with friends, like they bring information to you, and you support them, and you have their back. And then all of a sudden they rekindle something and expect you to go, I forgot everything that you told me in those low moments.
Exactly.
And for me, seeing a friend in a low moment, like I never want to see them there again. Very protective.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because I feel like the most loyal and protective friends are the ones that get like pushed off.
Totally.
Because you're the one that put it back in their face and say, hey, do you remember 2 months ago when this is what happened?
Yeah.
And they don't want to hear it.
Yeah, they don't.
And then they're the ones running around saying, oh, they're just not happy for me. It's like, could be further from the truth.
Totally.
I want you, I remember you when you weren't happy. But
Exactly.
if that's what you're looking for. You want that friend that's going to go, yes, you love him. We love him too. Yes, you hate him. I hate him too. And that's not me.
No, exactly.
So.
No, me neither. And I think you're right to the point of that makes you more authentic.
Yeah.
People want to
Yeah.
be friends with that person. At least I would want to be.
Yeah.
So in high school, what was your friend group like? What were you? Were you the jock? Were you the musical theater person? Were you the one in the library?
So growing up, my parents were it was the high school quarterback and the cheerleader and the whole shebang. So I got into football, and I remember my dad put me to tackle football, and did not end well.
Right, okay.
So I remember the last game I ever played was, I was a quarterback, and there was another quarterback before me, and he got pummeled, and they carried him off the field, and I was like, that's not for me.
No.
My dad's like, Brandon, you're in, right? So I'm like,
Oh, he was the coach?
my dad, of course, my dad's overachiever, love him. He's my biggest supporter in the world, I'll be honest. But he was, of course, a coach. And he's like, Brandon, you're in. It's his high moment, my low, right? Like, he's excited I'm going in. I'm scared to death. And I'm like, no, I'm good, coach. And he's like, go in. So I go into the field, and I'm like, so what do we feel, guys? Like, number one, play, number two, and they're looking at me, and I'm
What's
like,
the vibe
so I'm
right
like,
now?
so are you hungry? Like, what are we having for lunch? And they're like, down, they're like, play four. I'm like, no, wait. So we go to the line, and I look up, and these guys are staring at me, and they're like growling. So when they said hike, I turn around, run the other way, and threw the football in the air and ran off the field. Down Brandon went. Last time I ever played football. So there was like that moment, my mom's like, Matt, I told you, like that's not his thing. So then I went to high school and became class vice president. And I kind of found myself. I was like, that's my niche, right?
Yeah.
Being in front of people, having, some, I don't want to say power, but like I could influence things.
Yeah.
And like I had a voice, and I was like, wait, I like this.
Yeah.
So that was my little high school,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love that you just
Went from,
ran off the
from
field.
Football off the field, right on to vice president.
Now when you think of the football thing, you can think like they just loved me so much. They were probably cheering for you.
100%.
You ran off the field. Like, that's kind of
yes.
cute.
There
like,
he
yes,
goes.
King.
They were like, he's quick. That's one
quick.
thing they said. He's quick.
He's quick. Yeah. Probably faster than some people in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to give you, we call this segment the lunch list here. And usually I give a bunch of controversial celebrities. And if you can make it through an hour lunch with them, you get $10,000 in cash.
Okay.
I'm going to do Bravo celebrities for you.
Okay.
Okay, and you say if you can make it through an hour lunch with these people. Number one, Brandi Glanville.
I love her.
I love her.
Yes. I think she's so funny. The scene with her and Phaedra.
Love.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you actually see a recreation of that maybe on a new season.
Kenya Moore.
Yes.
I had a feeling.
It's messy. Messy as all get out. But yes.
Kim Zolciak.
No. No.
Immediate no.
No.
Teresa Giudice.
Yes.
Me too. I want to flip
Absolutely.
a table with that bitch so bad. Oh my
Yes.
God. Erica Jane.
Oh, and media, yes. I would pay.
I would pay. No,
Erica
I would
Jane,
pay.
Yes.
No, I love
Yes.
her. Jen Shaw.
No.
No.
Who?
Who?
Call me an owl. Who?
You sound like Andy. Who? Mary Cosby.
Yes. She grew on me. In the beginning
Me
seasons,
too.
I thought she was too much, and I thought she was honestly rude. But no.
The marrying the step-grandfather, that got me.
It did.
I was a little confused.
And some of her commentary, I just thought it was really inauthentic. And I was like, you're not really giving people a chance. But honestly, recently, I'm like, I am a fan favorite
I'm
girl.
a big fan of hers.
Yeah. And she's funny as all get out. She's probably one of the funniest ones out of all housewives.
I think so,
her
too.
one-liners.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Ramona Singer.
Ramona, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Go drink your wine and sit down.
Bethany Frankel.
Turtle Time. Bethany, yes.
Brilliant. She is a brilliant.
Mastermind. I would love to spend 10 minutes with that woman.
I know.
Yep.
I would get so much wisdom.
Yep.
Tom Sandoval. Do you think you could fix Tom Sandoval? If he came to you and said, Brandon, fix me, could you do it?
How much money?
$10,000.
$10,000. That's right. $10,000. $10,000. Maybe we need a little more segment than that, but
fair enough.
Yeah, I think he got a bad rap. I think they went through a lot. I don't think he's a horrible person, but that was a lot with what he did. So.
I will drop this. I'm not even going to bleep it out. Raquel, she reached out to me to be on the podcast. I said, oh my God, I love that for you. Please come on, or I can meet you where you are. Where are you? So I think she's out in LA, right?
Yeah.
She goes, amazing. I'm in Nevada or some shit. And I'm like, okay, we can still make this work. This is, if you want a redemption arc, this is a women empowerment podcast. Come on, girl. She goes, yeah, starting, it's $5,000 an hour.
Girl.
I said, you're doing sound baths right now. Are you really quoting me $5,000 an hour?
Get out.
And I'm coming to you?
Yeah, no.
Live,
She's
laugh,
like volunteering
leave.
at Walgreens right now.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Go away.
Yeah, no, not a fan.
No.
Dorinda.
Oh my gosh, she's so funny.
I feel like you would love it if
She wants to make it nice. I want to make it nice. Like, yes.
Stop. Yes. Jax Taylor. No. Big no.
No, I'm a Stassi fan forever, and I feel like just knowing from the get-go and all of that, like I've always been a Stassi fan.
I grew up on Stassi.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I did to you, but I'll
Once
take a Pinot Grigio.
What-
Sure.
Yes,
Like, yeah.
literally.
I'll take one. Yeah.
Literally.
Oh my God. Yes, she's a queen.
So
Queen.
yeah.
Let's DJ James Kennedy.
It kills me because I feel like I would vibe with him. He's fun.
I know.
But he is just so obnoxious, and I feel like he and I would fight.
If he didn't have an accent, he would have been off the show way
Oh,
earlier.
100%.
That's what I think.
100%. He's just, I mean, our energy's not compatible.
No.
Not compatible. His music, I'll vibe. Yeah.
It's not about the
pasta.
I was just gonna say it's not about the pasta.
It's not about the pasta.
All right, Hannah Berner.
Hannah Berner, love her.
Her.
Love her.
I always forget she's tied in Bravo.
Yes.
Or was tied in
no,
Bravo.
she's a trip.
She's so cool.
She's one of those ones that you don't think she's gonna be funny, and she is.
So funny.
Like, just listen to her speak when I go like through TikTok and I'll see her come up. I automatically will stop.
Me too.
Just to listen to what she has to say. And I'm like, and I'm glad I did. And next. Like,
Yep.
I mean to stop. Yeah.
Craig Conover. I know.
No.
I couldn't either.
I don't need a pillow.
Carl Radke.
Carl,
He's Nate's bestie, actually.
So, love him.
So we love him.
We love him. I feel like he's a great guy.
It's so funny. They hit it off so easy. Like, we were at the soft bar opening.
Yeah.
Him and Nate just end up talking. And then Nate's like, got a podcast studio here? I'm talking to some influencers. I'm like, Nate, where are you going? He's showing him his podcast studio. They're meandering.
Love that.
I'm like, husband Nate, what are you doing here? Is someone networking?
What are you doing?
I was like, do you know who that is? That's the owner here. He's like, I don't know. He's just a nice guy. All right, Jill Zarin.
Jill, I met her. I hung out with Jill.
Tell me everything about her.
Tell
me everything.
So she was on the same season as me, my second season for Caribbean.
Okay.
I met her at Barbie's yacht birthday. And she and I sat in the front and discussed how like Bravo will edit the heck out of you. I actually adore Jill Zarin. So she and I sat at the front of this boat and just chatted all night long. And she was like the sweetest person ever to me. And she seems so organic and authentic. So I understand like the cameras can totally pitch a certain thing and they can show it. But Jill Zarin to me, very sweet. Very sweet.
I love that. Because
Yeah.
a lot of people say the same thing that you do. Like, people meet her on the street and they're like, wait, totally different than what I
No,
pictured.
I'm telling you, I have a picture. We sat in the front of this boat and just chatted for hours.
Oh my
We
gosh.
like lost track of time.
I
So it was
love
one of
hearing
those.
that.
Yep.
Okay, what about Brittany Bateman?
Go away. Go away. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it with her. She drives me up a wall. And it's like nails on chalkboard with that one. Like, I can deal with some annoying Bravo celebrities.
Yeah.
That one, go away. Stop talking. Mary's, honestly, her commentary with that one, though, is spot on
So
every
spot
single day of the
on.
week. And also, be better to your kids. Period.
Brittany's team is the same way as Brittany. I'll bleep part of this out probably, but they're the exact same way where they overpromise.
Yeah.
And then it's the day of, and then they're not there.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yep.
Brittany, I went to the freaking, what's the stuffed animal, Build-A-Bear, just to get her a little Build-A-Bear with a voice in it. No, don't show up. That's Brittany.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And can you go a day without, like, the man?
I know.
Like, when Whitney's like, hey, like 30 days, and like less than 24 hours later, it's like, I'm back. Girl. And the way that she responds, it reminds me of like when a parent looks at a kid and says, don't ask for anything when we go in here. And then they ask for something and think it's cute.
Yep.
Right in front of people, and they're like, I asked for something, and the parent's like, wait till we get in the car. You know, like that's how when she speaks. She's like, oh my God, I did it. And she thinks it's cute and adorable, and everyone's like, it's not.
When she trademarked high body count hair.
Girl.
When they were like, that's not your line. You didn't say that.
You didn't say it. Exactly, and she's gonna run with that.
Gonna run with it. What about Ashley Darby? Moving on.
We'll skip that one.
We'll totally skip that. When you're on a charter, what's your favorite snack?
My favorite snack, Prosecco.
After my
I love
heart.
I love a cheese board though, and that's what I
love a
loved
cheese board.
when they always had a cheese board out in every one of the bar areas or the galleys or you name it. There was always something to snack on. And like for me, I'm a snacker.
Me too.
Like and even like on the show, you'll see like I would eat some of it. I'm just not a big meal person.
Yeah.
And like they would sit there and like they give you this smorgasbord of like 7 different foods, and I'm like, okay, look, I'm trying to like. You know, the chef, he prepared it. He or she prepared it. But I'm a grazer. That's always how I've been.
Yep.
So I love when I'm walking to the yacht and there's like cheese and meats and crackers.
I love that.
And I'm like all day long.
I'm such a girl dinner person.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
just a little snack here, a little snack there. Okay, so let's go to more general questions of some of your favorite things. Favorite chain restaurant?
Favorite chain restaurant would be, I like Chili's.
I love Chili's.
I love a triple dipper.
Stop it, okay. I love that. Okay, when you're thinking of department stores, what's your go-to?
Department stores, J. Crew.
J. Crew, why J. Crew?
I feel like I fit the J. Crew model. Like I can go in and there, like wear it off the rack.
He's humble.
You know what I mean? So humble.
Humble.
I love a J. Crew moment. Like I walk in there and I'm like, that's me,
You're
you know,
like,
on the wall. And I put things on and you know, all the people in there working, they're like, oh my gosh, everything fits you so well. I'm like, stop.
You're like, stop, keep going. Keep going, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite designer right now?
Favorite designer, Lawrence Clothier, which is what I'm wearing right now.
Ooh, okay.
I used to model for them back in the day when I did runway, and over time we've grown this relationship, this friendship, and they style me for every event that I do, from top to bottom, from shoe to
That's
toe,
awesome.
to head,
Shoe to toe to
shoe
head.
to toe.
Yeah.
Ignore me. I used to be blonde. I bleached my hair for a while, so.
I'm starting to like lose that excuse because I'm letting my root color grow in. So it's like it's veering on. I can't.
Well, I used to
just
bleach
using-
it, and I bleached it for like 4 years straight.
Oh my gosh.
And I think it seeped
into your
because
brain.
there's moments now where I speak and I'm like, who the hell was that?
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally get that.
I'm like, curse me.
When you talk about the whole runway modeling portion of your career, how long was that?
I did it for about 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and I did Chris Brown. I did New York Fashion Week.
Wow, okay.
I've done Tommy.
Nice.
So.
What was your favorite brand to work with?
The clothing itself was Tommy, or like the runway itself was Chris Brown. That was probably my favorite.
What made the runway different for Chris Brown?
Just the energy.
Yeah.
You got to be ourselves, and the vibe. It was just, yeah, it was.
Do you strive to go to an Anna Delvey Fashion Week?
Oh
show?
my gosh, yes.
I was invited last year.
Ankle bracelet and all.
Yeah, I was invited last year and I missed the train.
No.
I missed the train. And then I sat in my local bar and cried my eyes out. And everyone was like, why are you crying? And I was like, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't
understand.
like I live in the suburbs. It's farmland. Like, you
they're
guys
not gonna
don't know
get
who
it.
Anna
They're not
Delvey
gonna
is.
get it.
Like, you're confused that I'm ordering champagne right now.
They're like, is she a
I'm crying.
politician? You're like,
They're like, yeah, I think I voted for her, actually.
Right.
I'm like, no, that's Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, you're like, close.
So in addition to being a Bravo celebrity yourself, a celebrity, some may say, you're a real estate agent.
I am.
Okay, what do you like about being a real estate agent?
So I've been a real estate agent for about 9 going on 19 years.
There's a lot of math in that.
I know.
It's very impressive, yes. You're like, yeah, bitch, I know. I do this for a living, yes.
Yes. No, my favorite part about real estate is seeing somebody making the connection with them and helping them obtain their dream. A lot of these people's dreams is just to like become a homeowner.
Yeah.
And I'm an intricate part in that. And I'm there from every step of the way. And it's just, I have people that message me later in life and they're like, I never thought that this would be possible for me and you made it possible. So hearing that I did that and I was a part of it, just means the world to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what areas do you work in?
So I work in DC and Virginia.
Nice.
And I recently just got signed with Sirhan.
Ooh.
So I am on Ryan Sirhan's from previously $1 Million Listing New York. He has his own TV show, Owning Manhattan, and I'm on his DC team, the Razor Group. So MJ is the person I work for on that group, and I recently switched over, and it's been the best decision of my life.
Do you love the team?
I love my team.
I love
the
them.
Razor Group in DC for Sirhan is I'm telling you, check them out. They just, I'm probably a month in, and they've made me feel so welcome.
That's
Just had my headshots done 3 days ago, and oh my gosh, can't wait to.
I can't wait to
them
see
yeah.
them.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. So when you're showing someone a house, if you get into the house or the apartment, the condo, whatever it is, when you get there, if you don't get a good vibe, do you tell the people you're showing it to?
I will tell my clients what they don't see. Right? I walked in and I'm like, get out. I'm like, we're
Really?
out. And I'm brutally honest, but that's what they love.
Yeah.
You know, where there's like a lot of agents where they're like, oh, there's asbestos in the house. And they're like, it's character. You know, and I'm like, babe, no, we're not doing that. You know, and I'm like, I'll tell somebody, but I also have that connection and transparency with them where like they trust me to where maybe sometimes they're questioning it. I'm like, no, babes, this is yours.
Yeah.
This is actually yours. And they know that I'm not just selling them because of the last 10 that I said, those weren't it. So then when I can be transparent and say, I think we're gonna miss out on this one, rethink it, call me back later, and then I get a phone call and they're like, you're right. What am I thinking? I was nervous.
Oh my gosh.
So but you have to be honest.
Yeah.
You have to, I walk in, but also like, let's say you and I are going to show a house. If I know your style and I walk in and go, that's not you, and you know it's not you, you immediately are like, I trust him. He knows what I'm looking for.
Exactly.
So,
not trying to oversell.
And I look for lifelong clients. I'm not here to like obtain new clients. I want the ones that you're going to use me, you know, referral wise. And that's my entire business is based off referrals, which is a blessing to have. And it means that I'm doing something right. That I work with somebody and then they refer me to their siblings and their parents and their kids, and it just branches off. So
and people are very loyal to their real estate agent.
They are.
Like that's an adult thing that I've learned, that people like love their real estate agent.
Because it's a huge investment.
Totally.
I mean, I work with properties from $500K, you know, to $5 million, and you know, from there, it's a lot of cash, a lot of capital. And
oh my gosh.
You're not trusting somebody to get you from start to finish, and if you're ever second guessing, I've had friends that have come to me later who didn't use me, whether it was before me or for other reasons. And they're like, you know, honestly, I'm not happy with the situation. I felt they did one over on me. And for me, like all my clients, if you ran into them now off the street, they'd be like, oh my, he had my best interest. And
awesome.
So
that's the best review.
It is.
So what made you want to go into real estate to begin with?
It's funny because my mother, I'm gonna give her a shout out. She and I would watch $1 Million Listing New York with Ryan Sirhan, which is crazy. Can't make this up.
So full circle.
It is. It's literally when I say it's a dream come true. Yeah. She and I would watch $1 Million Listing New York, and my mom would go, "That's you, that's you, that's you, that's you." And I was like, "Mom, I don't know." You know, and at that time, I'm like, you know nothing. She knew a lot. You know, and I got into real estate. Yeah. And I had my first closing 3 weeks after my license date. 3 weeks because I was pumped, ready into it, and I made 6 figures my first year. And she sat back and she was like, "So I know nothing, right?" So, but she was right.
And you're like, I'm taking you out to a nice dinner, Mom.
Right,
We're going out for a night.
Okay. I was like, we'll go shopping.
Yes.
So then when I got signed with Sirhan, she just, didn't believe it. I remember calling her. It was such a special moment. And I called her and I was like, you're not going to believe who I was interviewing with.
Yeah.
And then when I called her and said I got it, it's just full circle.
Oh my gosh. Is she your first person you call with everything?
So my dad.
Your dad is that your best friend?
My dad is that person. My dad, and it's for like coming from like me coming out and where we came from, and you know him being the the high school football star, and me being gay, and we had our trials and tribulations. But I'm telling you, that man has my back more than anyone else. Every time I have like a closing or something's going on in real estate, I call him and I'm like, Dad, guess what's going on here? And like we just have that connection. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
How did you come out to your parents?
So I remember making a phone call, and I was like, I was with friends in Ocean City, and
shout out to Ocean City,
Maryland. Shout out to Ocean City,
okay.
And actually I remember I was with a girlfriend of mine, Crystal, and she was kind of my beard.
Okay, got it.
Right. So I remember because I came out to her first and then them, and I sat her down and I was like, I'll tell you something. And she's like, please, dear God, it's either he's gay or he's in love with me, and I already know he's gay. So I have to tell him it's the first one.
Yes.
So I came out and she's like, yes! She's like, all right, and I'm like, girl, chill. And she's like on the dock at Secrets. So I remember
Classic,
right? Classic.
Where else would you be? Yeah.
Ingrained memory of mine.
Yeah.
And I remember calling my parents and I told them, and they're supportive. We grew up very rural, and we have our ups and downs at the time. It was a different time too, right?
Totally, yeah.
And I think more of it wasn't weren't supportive of me. They were worried about like the world and how the world would treat me. And I remember one day my dad and I had a conversation, and he's like, "I'm not upset about you being gay." He goes, "I'm scared about when I'm not here to protect you anymore." And that was the moment where I was like, because I would battle with him.
Yeah.
Oh, I was bawling,
Yeah.
right? And I would battle with him, and I always thought it was like he didn't, accept me. And he's like, "That's not it at all." And we finally had that talk, and he's like, "No," he's like, "I love you for who you are." And it was funny. My premiere event for the first season, he stood there with Carmen, and he looked at her, and Carmen was like, "Did you ever think this would be him on TV?" And he goes, when we grew up, I always called him theatrical, and he was doing too much. He's like, "I see that it was just him."
Yeah.
He's like, "And that's what got him here."
Oh,
so now
so
he
special.
loves seeing all of it. Yeah, it is. I love that man.
So we call the listeners on this podcast, we call them little gremlins because they're just misunderstood, they're mischievous, they're all a little off is what I like to say, just like me. And just like you, like we're all just charismatic.
Yeah.
So if you had some advice for the little gremlins out there that are maybe struggling, maybe they don't have a lot of friends, maybe they're just trying to accept who they are, what's your advice? What would you tell them?
Be true to yourself and find the people that are accepting you for the trueness of who you are. And be very aware of those friends though that have your back and enjoy every aspect of you, because a lot of times you get kind of caught up in having a plethora of friends, I guess quantity over quality,
right.
But just having that one solid friend that really knows you and knows who you are and has your back, and cherish that friendship. That means more. There's a friend of mine, best friend of mine, Melissa, who helped me get through so much, and she's going on 20 years now, and that one friend right there she helped me get on America's Next Top Model, helped me get started with modeling, helped me, I got into like a little makeup phase, it was coming out, and she's like, "Let's do it together." We did burlesque dancers together. Like she helped me through like the whole like phases of like figuring myself out, and stuck through to me during the ups and downs, right? Because we all go through some things. We're figuring ourselves out. That friend that's like, I know he's going through something. I'm gonna be there. On the other side of it, that was her.
Totally.
So that's my advice. Find that friend and hold on to him.
And hold on to them.
Hold on to him.
Okay, this leads me to a completely different question, semi-related. But have you been through a friendship breakup?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I've been through a few friendship breakups along the way. I think TV makes it very hard with authenticity. I have several, to be honest, recently, that you don't realize that they're using you for something, to gain publicity, to gain access to other people.
Oh my gosh.
And it is very true what people will do when they say that, to watch your back on what social climbing and what they can gain from you. And they don't realize that at the end of the day, the TV stuff goes away.
Yeah.
When the cameras are down, it's the real people that have your back, and the rest of it is just smoke and mirrors, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I've gone through several, and I think you'll actually see one breakup coming up on a new season of Below Deck.
Ooh, so to close out, I do have to say that you might not be able to say anything, but I was watching a trailer for something recently, and I thought I heard your voice. I don't know if you can confirm or if you can, just smile and nod, blink twice maybe if it was you.
So I can't confirm or deny, but the voice is...
it's pretty distinctive.
Yep, it is. It is.
Okay.
So this next season, I can say season 4 Down Under is going to be unlike any other. And it is a casting that's not to be messed with. So just keep that in mind, a casting not to be messed with. It's all heavy hitters, and everyone brings the energy. We bring the heat.
I have chills. I'm so excited. All right, I ask all my guests this at the end. Who would you like to see in your chair next? Who should I talk to next?
Barbie.
Ooh, good one.
Barbie. I'm telling you, bring Barbie on here. She is an absolute vibe. She's a heart. I'm telling you, that girl is somebody you need in this seat.
Barbie,
she's not only a best friend of mine, but she's a force to be reckoned with.
I love it. And you and all your friends, by the way, beautiful people. Like,
We'll have to keep up with them.
Stop. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you
I'm
for
so
having
happy
me.
that we finally got to meet. If you are new to the show, what are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Go back to episode 1. Also, if you're a fan and you've been here for a while, make sure that you subscribe, you like, you comment, and also follow Brandon on his socials. Brandon,
Yes.
you want to give a little plug?
So Brandon MCL90 is my Instagram, and then Brandon MCL90 again on TikTok.
Social security number?
I told you the bleach, the blonde.
Keeping it right.
No, I guess he is blonde.
Thank you so much, little gremlins, and I'll see you next week.